Okay guys, so welcome back to a new episode. In this one we're looking at Sndl again. So tonight I'm giving my personal forecast on Sndl for tomorrow, and of course giving my opinions on what we have been seeing today. So this one's not a long-term view, it's a short-term view for tomorrow and of course a few days after that. But if you do like watching Sndl videos, please do let me know in the comment section, and we can look at this one every single day if it is something that you would enjoy. But yeah guys, today we're looking at this one for tomorrow only, and like I said, we can update it again tomorrow if it's something that you might enjoy. But if it sounds like a plan, if it is something that you'll enjoy, please do show us by leaving a like and subscribing, as we are trying to grow the channel, and you guys have been helping us out, so let's keep it going, let's keep growing the channel. It would be appreciated, and thank you for all the support so far. With that being said guys, of course I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research, and please do not just follow me blindly. This is only just my opinion, and I do recommend that you do your own research. But with that being said, we are going to jump straight in and not waste a second more. Oh yeah guys, Sndl stock is one of those which has been moving quite a lot actually over the past month or so, and guys, we've been talking about Sndl since it was a very cheap stock indeed. And I need to say guys, if you'd have bought Sndl, back when it's at 50 cent, you would be very lucky right now, because the share price has taken a huge increase, a lot more recently actually. If we look at this one from only the 25th of January, so of course only last month, we can see that we are up an insane amount with 100% returns plus. So of course, like I said, if you had bought this one back then, you would be absolutely laughing right now with a huge profit. But you know what guys, we can't look back in the past because of course it is over now. What we can do is look into the future, and honestly guys, Sndl for a long-term play, in my opinion, it's hard to say where this one is going, because yes, there is potential for it to touch $2 pretty soon. The company does keep doing a few things which have been limiting the share price, and of course that's not the best thing in the world, but it is for long-term growth of the company, and you know what, that's not the worst thing either. So of course Sndl is definitely a decent stock. It was definitely a decent buyback at 60 cent. I think it's not the worst buy right now. I think it's definitely more of a speculative play these days, because yes, there is still big potential for growth with Sndl, but of course it is becoming a bit more of a hyped penny stock, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it is a fair enough decent company, so there is still some room for that growth. But guys, it is obviously, like I said, getting a lot of attention right now, and for that reason I would definitely be cautious of it, but it could still be a decent point to enter Sndl stock. So guys, looking into tomorrow and tomorrow only, I can see a lot definitely coming for Sndl. Obviously, if we're looking at the share price today, we are up by about 19%, and of course that is a huge increase for one day on one stock, and I think that's insane, but I think it is a bit of a reflection on what we are seeing on the market right now. We've seen a lot of these hyped up stocks coming back, and I think that's quite a good thing indeed. And I think, you know what guys, for a short-term play, for a bit of a trade, this one could definitely be worth a go in my opinion, because I think the next day could bring some growth in my personal view. Now of course it is just my personal view, like I've said, and I am not a financial advisor. I know I say that a lot, but I do feel the need to, because if I don't, people will follow me blindly. But yeah guys, Sndl is definitely a very hyped stock at the minute. I would definitely tread very cautiously with it, but there is still money to be made with Sndl. I think if you were to hold this one for the next few days, it would be a speculative play, but it could actually be worth it, as Sndl could get a lot of attention, and it has already broken new highs, and of course there is still room for it to grow even higher. So of course Sndl, a very hyped up stock at the minute, but a lot of potential is there for this one, and of course that could all come in the next few days, in the next few weeks. And I think if tomorrow is positive, it is kind of an indication of good things to come for the next week or so for Sndl, in my personal view. If tomorrow is negative, not the worst thing at all in my opinion as well. I think if it's negative, it's kind of, indicative of a bit of a sell-off, and that's not a bad thing either. Of course, if it was to sell off a bit after a 20% increase in one day, that wouldn't be too much of a worry in my opinion. We've got to look at it logically guys. It is up by a big amount, but honestly I do still see it growing a bit in the future, as people will be jumping on this one with the hype. So yeah guys, a much more speculative play, like I've said, than it was previously, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad play at all. There is still a lot of money that could be made with Sndl, and I will definitely be keeping this one on my radar guys. Tell me what you think to it down below. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye until then.